What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to Riley's World. We're here, back again, doing the damn thing. Big up everybody in the chat, early out. You know what I mean? Making it happen. Yes. Welcome to Riley's World, man. Y'all know the damn thing, but we're right here doing the thing. You know what I mean? Lots of things going on today. Football is back, people. Arsenal football is back. What a fantastic feeling. It was fantastic to do the starts where we normally do. The starting 11 is out. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It feels good to the starting 11 today, even though it was just a preseason game. You know? It just felt good to have Arsenal football back. I've been watching them and a team playing some football. You know what I mean? Manchester City play must say 16 times before Arsenal play one football. You get me? Manchester United, I should say, and stuff like that. So we've been watching them play, but never get a chance. We get to play in a football. Our time now. You know what I mean? So we're back. Arsenal football is back, and Arsenal football is ready. And speaking about back and ready, our starting lineup was so fire. Say toxic, yeah, our starting lineup was fire, man. You know what I mean? I don't even know, so we have so much players actively ready and back. Again, you get me? Yeah, the starting lineup was something. You get me? The starting lineup was something, and it proved to be something as well. You get me? So we're going to talk about the game a little bit. I don't know if you all get to watch the game. So we're going to talk about the game a little bit. We're going to talk about some transfer rumors, a transfer season. So, we're happy at the transfer. It is just natural, and, you know what I mean? It's just the right thing to do. You understand? Yeah, so we have to do some transfer because of transfer season. But we're going to start with the football game today. You know what I mean? Zolit is going to step up and fill in the Trossard role. Zolit almost look like a carbon copy of Trossard right now to me. You understand? Almost look like a carbon copy of Trossard right now. So we're going to start with the conversation with Zolis. Christopher Zolis. When we just bought him, persons were saying that he doesn't have any speed. I mean, like, he's not marginally fast, but he's not slow. You know what I'm saying? He's not marginally fast, but he's not slow. He got a burst of speed to pass his marker. Or, you know what I mean, the opposition. He has a burst of speed to do that passing people. I've seen it. You know what I mean? I watch it today. I watch it by highlights. I make sure specific highlights with Christopher Wallace. You know what I mean? He has that burst of speed to pass. You know what I mean? He's not as technically gifted as Trossard, as far as what I'm seeing so far. Let me just say so far. So far, he doesn't look as technical skill as Trossard, right? But he's very, very good in carrying the ball. You know what I mean? And that's why I would say he's not fast. That's why I hear persons were saying that it's slow. He's not slow. He has a burst of speed to pass this guy. You see, I've seen him use it so much time in the game today. You know what I'm saying? And him have ball dribbling control, him dribbling him ball close. When he's running with his ball, it's close to his feet. He doesn't go nowhere leave his feet at all. You know what I mean? And him have lower back lift. You understand? He just shoot just like that. He's quick passing as well. He passes very, very quickly. He doesn't hold on to the ball when you need to pass it, right? So you have to be on the alert with him. You have to be ready with him. You know what I mean? In very alert and ready. Very, very alert and ready. You know what I mean? And his back lift doesn't need to be high for him to get off his shot. We see that with the goal that he scored. He doesn't need a high back. He doesn't need to wind up. You know them back in the day style where you whine, and you let it go. You don't need all of that. In back lift is very sharp and it just bursts. You know what I mean? So it seems like we have a little player power hand. You know, it seems like we have a little player power hand when he get used to what's going on in the league. You know what I mean? I think he will get better and better as it goes by. But so far, Christopher Wallace looked like an ideal. He looked like a player that was meant to play for Arsenal. You know what I mean? It fit Arsenal right now like a gloves. As we said, almost like a Trossard identical. Christopher Salis. That's how it looks to me right now. You understand? Going further, we will figure out if he is, if he have them technical gifted, like a Trossard. You know? Yeah, so we'll figure it out. He looks quick out there, being quicker than your open will do wonders. Opponent will do wonders. That's it. All he needs to do is be quicker than the person that is marking him. You know what I mean? But Christopher Salis looked fantastic. We must say it was a Christopher Salis show. Not only, you know what I mean, we're going to talk about the next person that steal the show. We're going to talk about three persons mostly today. Right? Christopher Salis is the first one. So Christopher Salis has entered the building officially. You know what I mean? It's not like he was relaxed and was just playing it safe and stuff like that. Christopher Salis was putting on a show today. He was trying to make sure that he got noticed. He must be aware that it's the first game that he played was behind closed doors. So nobody never to see him. Right? His first preseason game, you know what I mean, in front of fans. So I know he was making sure that he put on a show, and he did. Right? He was making sure that he get loved by the fans, and he did. You know what I mean? Because I am looking forward to see him in the next game now, just because. Right? Just because of how he performed in this game today. You know what I mean? I know there is better to come. This is his first warm-up, you know. Him now, you know what I mean? Him not bedding yet. He's not bedding yet. But he has looked fantastic. He has looked warm. He looks like he has been here for a while. So him take time at gel in the system and a gel in the team. You know what I mean? You can see that his awareness is there. You know, he's aware of his surrounding, he's aware of his teammates. I see him make some very sharp pass. Right? Some of them pull off, some of them his teammates never ready for him. Right? Them don't understand, say him up to speed like that. You understand what I'm saying? But and all Christopher Salis has entered the building. You know what I mean? He has entered the building and him loud. It's not like them players were coming at the building and just be quiet. Christopher Salis has came into the building and he make nice. You know what I mean? You have to notice him. You get me? Yeah, man, you have to notice him. He make sure say him come in and him say, yo, him introduce himself. I have arrived. Even though he not fully arrived yet, he make sure that he make people know that he is here. You know what I mean? So big up to Christopher Salis and his entry. You know, he has done fantastic in his first game. So yeah, Arteta said great things about Salis. Yeah, Arteta did. Arteta did say great things about. Arteta said we must be pretty much in not so many words. Like Arteta said, yo, watch out for him. Watch out for him. He's amazing. He might go do wonders. And as I say, you can see today in the game. You know what I mean? He said he's adapting well. That shows in the game today. The game today shows that he is very much adapting very, very well to what's going on in his surrounding and in his team. Big up, Blah. Welcome to the stream, Blah. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining and being a part of us, man, as always. As always. I know Blah text me cursing me out, asking me what about the night stream. Riley, what happened to the night stream? Yeah. But yeah, Christopher Salis has arrived. You know what I mean? He has introduced himself officially and he looks good. You know what I mean? It's a bargain buy. It's a very, very bargain buy. So it's money well spent. It's money well spent, and it's going to prove to be money well spent over the period of time. Right? Trossard replacement, as we say, is almost a carbon copy of Leonardo Trossard. It's almost a copy of Trossard. And over a period of time, he probably even get better. You know, over a period of time, he probably even get better. He's younger than Trossard, so you have time to adapt and develop himself and build himself even more and better. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing we're looking forward to seeing Christopher Gonzalez more in this Arsenal team. The best is yet to come. This is just pretty much a warm-up. You know what I mean? This is a warm-up. When he started getting to know his teammates, when the better players even come into the team and start playing way better and the game level rises, then we will definitely see what we have to offer. Blythe's asking, how are you guys? We're doing fine, man. We're doing fine. Doing some review of the games. We're going to talk some football talks. We're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk a lot of stuff today because there's so much on the agenda to talk. And I've been missing for a couple of days. You know what I mean? I've been missing for a couple of days because we haven't touched the FIFA yet. We have to touch FIFA today too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we have to burn out FIFA today too. Fire upon FIFA for that foolish or whatever I do. But until that, let me finish out with the game today. You know what I mean? Because we're burn out FIFA. Yes, we're chilling right now. Thanks to God, blood. Yeah, big up, thanks to God for real. We have breath and life to chill and just relax. You know? Yes, talking about Arsenal last game. All right, so the next play that we're gonna go on to is none other than Mr. Fantastic himself. You know what I mean? Mr. Fantastic. Max Dowman. People, where that little boy? What a fantastic 16-year-old talent Arsenal have on the man. What a fantastic 16-year-old talent. You know, when you have some player up on the field and somebody would say, okay, guess what? There's a kid on the field. You know what I mean? Look, it's a 16-year-old kid. You're looking for one of the smallest person. Max Dowman is one of the biggest person on the field. At the age of 16, he's as tall as everybody and even taller than some of the persons on the field, first and foremost. So you can see where he's developing. You know what I mean? His body is being mature. You see me even when I want to look a beard something right or something. If he will look a bit something right here, so yeah. So you can see where Max Dowman is getting into his own. You know what I mean? In body, he just probably need to put on some more muscle now, and he'll be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him being out muscle or out class, never happened. Never happened. Him start out a little bit shaky, him lose the ball a little bit too much in the first half and support, but him coming in game. That assist. Let us talk about that assist. You know what I mean? Let us talk about the assist. The assist for Kai Havertz. People, top notch. That assist, you'd almost think it was Martin Odegaard. Play that pass. You know what I'm saying? It was one of Martin Odegaard vision pass. Dorman is going to force him way into this Arsenal starting level. Whether y'all like it or not, anybody don't believe me, y'all just watch and see. Max Dowman is going to force himself into this Arsenal starting level and he's going to make an impact. You know what I mean? In play, him started out on the right-hand side because everybody knows Saka is not there and everybody is touting him to be, you know what I mean, Saka replacement in the future or to rival Saka for the position in the future. But I must say, he plays over and there, but I think his best football today was actually in the middle of the park. I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think. I think his best football was in the middle of the park. When he get that ball and he come inside of the middle, he come inside of the 10. When he come inside of that 10, he plays some magnificent pass. Right? And in dribbling skills, in ball control, when he comes to dribbling, is fantastic. Remember, people, this little kid is just 16-year-old. Just turned 16 to a thing. Right? Just turned 16 to a thing. And is rubbing shoulders with the big boys on the big stage. Right? The big boys on the big stage. So him nah joke. Him a push, him a press. Right? And the way Max is playing, Max Dowman is playing like a professional footballer. He's not playing like an immature kid. He's playing like a big professional footballer. And the fact that he's playing like a professional footballer gonna give Mikel Arteta a big selective headache because Mikel Arteta gonna have to decide. You know what I mean? Max is not allowing Mikel Arteta to overlook him. He's not. Let me get up with the chat so we can understand. Dorman, jeez, this little man is a crack. You know what I mean? Leave the like, said toxic people. Leave a like on the channel while you're here listening. You know what I mean? Even if you don't feel like having a conversation yet, just leave a like on the channel. He ain't even little. He's 6.0. He's 6 foot flat? Oh, that's nice. He got great first touch and vision. His vision awareness, people. His vision awareness is off the chain. That pass that he put on Carvers on the move, right? It was so pitch perfect. A player stretch at it and could even touch it with his toe tip and his full stretch at it. That pass was a precise pass. You know what I'm saying? The vision that he had, the ball that he get that ball. I think 3 players was on him when he get that ball. I think he had 3 players on him when he get that ball, and he took it and he turned with it, leaving 2 of them, and then he hold off the 3rd one, and he made that pass. Carvers was over that side, and he made that pass, expecting Carvers to make the run in, and that's what happened. Carvers made that run, and that pass was picture perfect for Carvers. You know what I mean? Fantastic vision for a 16-year-old. That 16-year-old Max Dorman controlled that game today. That game today, he controlled that game to the fullest today. You know what I mean? Yes, and I'm telling you, there's no way Arteta can keep that kid out this team. Even if he's not in the starting level, no way can Arteta keep Max Dorman out this team. Max Dorman is going to force himself in this team in spite of whatever the situation. In spite of whatever the situation is, Max Dorman going to make sure that he has a place in this team, even on the bench. So people, give an eye out. Look out for Max, because Max is here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people introducing themselves, are reintroducing themselves. Max did that today, reintroduce himself. Remember, you know, Max has already introduced himself last season. He went on preseason with the team. He played fantastic. You know what I mean? I think he was too young, so they never really integrate him in the team like that. He got his game now and then, here and there, and he was impressive. You know what I mean? We're all never ever going to forget that goal that he scored against Everton. You know what I mean? I think a lot of Arsenal fans have that goal as a goal of the season. A lot of Arsenal fans have that goal as a goal of the season because that was a fantastic goal that he scored against Everton. You know what I mean? That was a big man goal that the little boy scored. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget. Dorman has to be a Barca fan. He got first toxic. Come on, man. Dorman need to make himself strong to continue being healthy. Often these crap players get themselves injured because of the crazy way their legs and body moves. Sorry. At the age of 16, I think he's strong. You know what I mean? He's strong. Remember that he's playing against grown men right now. You can use his physical, you can look at his physicality right now and judge where he's at, you know what I mean, and what he's about. His physicality right now shows you, because there was nobody was really able to push him off any of his ball. Nobody was able to get him off balance of any of his ball. He was there, you know what I mean, and he monitored that ball, he governed it, right? Yeah, he was there. Last day is a Madrid fan. Why would he be a Madrid fan? All right, so we have one more player that we have to talk about in the game. We can talk about the keeper too, though. I can't remember the keeper name, though. I've never really gotten that keeper name, because I never really take the time to really acknowledge that keeper signing. And I need to do that because today that keeper played well. Today that keeper played well. You know what I mean? You would never expect that. That's a third choice back. He did well today. He made 2 fantastic saves, I think. You know what I mean? So he performed his the thing about the team today is this. You could see the champions in Arsenal today. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, most of the team is not there. The likes of some of the players only get, I think 2 players came off in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, 2 players came off. You know what I mean? So you know that it's just a warm-up session and stuff like that. But trust me, the team today played like champions. They look like they're the champions of the Premier League. As easy as it was, they look like they're the champions of the Premier League. I searched in his followers once who he followed, and the followers Madrid, not Barca. Chris in the building. How you feeling, Chris? Chris said, hey, Riley. Finally, the timing, it's right. Been missing your morning streams. It's the same time. Is it this time? Is when the morning streams come out. For you, it's morning. It's night for us. You know what I mean? It's night for us. But this is the time that we do the streams. So put a notification on for this time, and we will be here. We will be here. We got to keep it rolling. We got to keep it going. As you can see, the channel has moved a lot since the last time you was here. We have gifts. We're taking gifts and all of that now. You know what I mean? We have membership package with a lot of the persons. Some of the guys are already a part of the membership. So we have stuff going on, man. We have stuff going on. But welcome home, man. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I hope your vacation was well. Are you still on vacation? Yes. I said, hey, Riley, how you doing? I miss your stream so much, man. It's 7 a.m. for me. I'll note it. Yeah, man, 7 a.m. So pretty much the stream is normally between 7 a.m. and 7:30. Oh, Krish. That's Krish. Krish, why did I call you Keith just now? I just glanced at the thing just now, Christian, I call it Keith. My bad, Krish, my bad. Yeah, you've been missing the stream for a little bit for real, Krish. Ain't gonna lie. I was wondering what happened to you. I'm like, Chris sleeping. Been watching your charts regularly. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Blaster Riley, why you didn't open a stream like 2 days in a row? Nice stream. I got in late, man. I got in late and was way too tired. And I didn't want to come on the stream. But when I'm tired, I don't have this energy. When I'm tired, I don't have this energy. So I didn't want to, you know. I didn't want to come in the stream not fully myself, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't want to come in the stream not fully myself. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Going forward, we should be doing our damn thing again and making it a regular basis. All right, so yeah, so don't worry, yeah, I can set it. I will be ready, we'll be here. All right, people, I appreciate the support as always, as I keep on telling you guys. Yeah. I feel like Riley, I streamed at night though. I always fall asleep. It's night for us, toxic. It's not, but the day stream coming back as well. So next week I'll be able to do the day stream, which is a 4:30 for me. I think 2:30 for Toxic, and I think that's a nice stream for Krish. Right? I think that's a nice stream for Krish. We wash dishes. You know, I finally figure out who you is. I finally figure out who We Wash Dishes is. We Wash Dishes is Zimmerman. Everybody remember Zimmerman? Yeah, it's Zimmerman. Because I don't understand how this person come in the channel with a, what do you call it? With a moderator on. You know what I mean? This person come in the channel with a moderator on. I'm like, who the hell? You know what I mean? Then I remember Zimmerman is the one that's always changing his profile name. So We Wash Dishes, people, that's Zimmerman. If you all remember who Zimmerman is. See? It's me, Zimmerman. I know. Always changing profile. I was thinking about it the other day because I almost took that moderator off you, you know. I almost took that moderator off you. I'm like, who the hell this is? You know? And then I thought about it. That's Zimmerman, you know. That's Zimmerman. Yeah, that's Zimmerman. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Big up on the damn self. Make sure you leave a like on the channel. You know what I mean? Put a like on the thing, man. Yeah, put a like on the thing. So we were just talking about the preseason game today that Arsenal played. You know what I mean? And we already talked about Dauman. We talk about Christopher Zales. And we're going to talk about our forgotten son. You know what I mean? Our forgotten son. Our forgotten son, Ethan Waneri. Ethan Waneri has a fantastic game today as well. You know what I mean? He looked sharp. He looked chiseled. He looked ready. He looked focused. He looked determined. You know what I mean? He was balling. He was playing wonderful in that midfield today. You know what I mean? And I can see that he's gaining back some confidence. Game time is ramping up. You know what I mean? And he's getting back that composure, that Ethan Waneri that we got used to. You know what I mean? I'm seeing a little bit of that creeping back in, and you know, I mean, like, he's always been there. He's always been there. You know what I mean? But we sent him out on loan, and we kind of just never have the luxury of him in the latter part of the season. You know what I mean? One of the great thing about him is that we're happy that he got his medal, his Premier League medal. We're very, very happy that he got his Premier League medal. You know what I mean? And all that. When he came back off loan, he looked destroyed. You know what I mean? He really looked a mess. I didn't like the way that he looked when he came back off loan. But it seemed like that loan did something to him. You know what I mean? In a good way, because he's back, he's determined, he's training. You know what I mean? I think one of the problems Arteta had with Ethan Waneri was his tackling. You know what I mean? And I was watching the game today, and he was tackling, and he was all over the place. He was pressing. He was doing what he needs to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get the situation that you know, sometimes you have to leave the nest. You know what I mean, and go out there and figure out yourself. You know what I mean? You have to leave the nest, go out there, figure out who you are, and come back and put yourself together and just go forward, just push forward. And I think that's what happened to Ethan Waneri. You know what I mean? It was a rough patch for him. You know what I mean? But I think it helps him to know himself, to understand who he is, to, you know what I mean? And I think it works out well for him. Hopefully, he has a determination like none other right now, and he put it, the experience, the fight, the pain, everything that he went through, and that spell. Hopefully, put it to use. Hopefully, ball it up and put it here where, you know what I mean? He keeps on remembering, and he uses it as a fight to push him forward. Because Ethan Waneri have the ability to become a fantastic footballer. You know what I mean? Fantastic footballer. We hope that it works out for him at Arsenal. You know, we love our own people. You know, we love our own people. So let's see how this works out. All right. So Ethan Waneri was also balling today. He played well. He played very, very well. And let's see if he can keep himself in the squad and not get loaned out. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's see if he can keep himself in the squad and not get loaned out, because him being loaned out is, you know what I mean, or even sold, because there are reports going around that Arsenal probably look to offload him. You know what I mean? So even if it's a situation where Arsenal decide to sell it, I think we need to adopt the Real Madrid principle of selling young players. You know what I mean? When Real Madrid sell young players, they put a buyback clause in that. You know what I mean? And in some of them, they put a buyback clause in which they can activate at any given time that they want for a specific fee. You know what I'm saying? I think Arsenal need to adopt that model, you know what I mean, with these young players. So if we do need to sell, we can sell them, but knowing that they're still ours, we still own them, because we are the first refusal for them. You know what I mean? So we see Real Madrid do it countless of time. You know what I mean? And it works out for them. So we need to do that. And what that does to me is it gives the players a chance to develop, and it gives us a chance to don't have to worry about the development. And we have other clubs developing the players for us. And when we think they're at a level or at a peak, we can go back for them. You understand what I'm saying? We can go back for them, just buy them back, and we have a fully developed player that we never have to worry about developing. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like the situation where it is how it is at Real Madrid and their loan system for young players and the buyback clause that they implement or put in to get back the players whenever they need that player. So yeah. So if Arsenal go and decide to sell Ita Nwaneri, I think that's what they should do. Make sure that there's a buyback clause in that, so we do not lose that player for nothing. All right, we always have the rights to get him back. Okay. So being that we finished with the match today, you know what I mean? There's not going to be any player ratings. It was a friendly, a practice game. You know what I mean? The players did well. You know what I'm saying? Max Dolman get 8 out of 10. Zalis get 8 out of 10. Ethan Nwaneri get 7 out of 10. Kai Havertz get 7. Victor Gyökeres get 6. Who else? The new keeper gets 6. Kepa is at 7.5. I could go on and on, but guess what? As I said, not doing the thing. You know what I mean? And all of that. So yeah. And one of the reasons why I know it was Zimmerman as well, those crap that he normally talks when he come in the chat. You know what I mean? Arsenal need Chicharito and all of them. Madness. You know what I mean? All right, let's talk about transfer for a bit, people. Transfer. The transfer window is open, right? Very much so, and in full swing. A transfer come out of the blue today. All I was doing was putting some herbs in some pot and support, and my watch just beep. And when I look at it, Norgaard to Everton, here we go. I'm like, what the gongo jongo is going on? When was that? When did it happen? When was this transfer going on and we didn't know about it? When was this transfer going on and we did not know about it? Arsenal sell Norgaard. You know what I mean? And I'm looking there and I'm saying to myself, yo, I feel kind of sad. Why do I feel kind of sad? I don't know. But I felt kind of sad. Big up Alex in the building. Big up Alex in the building. You know what I mean? Guys, remember to hit the like button when you are coming to the stream, all right? Just put a like on the thing. All right? Yeah, man. Do the damn thing, please. Okay. Respect. So, we see the notification coming in. Norgaard to Everton. You know what I mean? Then it's like a David Austin first, I think, drop it. Then Fabrizio drop it. Then Hands Up Arsenal drop it. I'm like, yo, this is serious. You get me? I said, this is serious. And I'm starting looking through it and I'm like, yo, yeah, Arsenal selling some players. But then I started feeling kind of sad. Right? I started feeling kind of sad because these players are the players that have done it for us. You know what I mean? These players are the players that brought home the trophy after 22 years. You know what I'm saying? After 22 years, these are the players that brought home the trophy. So you kind of start get attached to them. And it's just kind of start feeling sad at seeing them go. You know what I mean? Norgaard, I think, I remember when Norgaard was signing for Arsenal, people. You know what I mean? I never forget. And he was taking his photo. And there was just this little baby voice in the background saying, Daddy. And when they turned the camera, it was his son. His son came around in a full Arsenal jersey. Full. Socks, shorts, shirt, everything. With Norgaard on the back. You know what I mean? And I remember when he hugged his son and he started crying. You know what I'm saying? And he said it just actually hit him that he actually signed for Arsenal Football Club when he saw his son with a name in the back. You get what I'm saying? And it's just fantastic. You know what I mean? He came here, he won the league one season, and he barely played. You know what I mean? I think he has unfinished business to do. You know what I mean? I think he felt his dream, every player dream is to win trophy. and he has won the league in spite of how small his contribution was. You know what I mean? Contribution was contribution. Contribution is contribution. Norgaard contribution may be a little bit small, you know what I mean? But he played and he stepped up when he needed to. Whenever you call on Norgaard, he was always there and he put in a monstrous performance as well. And the kind of performance that Norgaard keep on putting in is the kind of performance that allows us or have us wondering why the hell Mikel Arteta don't trust him a little bit more. Why? When you have to play centre back, he played fantastic. When you have to play right back, he played fantastic. You know what I mean? Whenever you call upon Norgaard, he's always there to deliver. You know what I mean? And for that, you know what I mean? I would like to say thank you very much for your service to Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? I know that it may not have been the best in terms of playing time that you get, but I know you still enjoy your time here. You leave here as a champion. You get me? You leave here as a champion. And we're wishing you all the best in your endeavors. You know what I mean? In everything that your future has to offer. You know, I hope you get plenty of game time at Everton and I hope you do well. You know what I mean? Yeah, you once a gunner, always a gunner. So we will always remember who you are. You know what I mean? So Norgaard, big up yourself, man, and thank you for everything that you have done for Arsenal Football Club. You know what I mean? And all of that. Okay, so with that being said, this Norgaard situation caused me to start thinking, when Arsenal have agreed terms with Christopher Zollis weeks before they signed it, right? They have agreed terms with Christopher Zollis weeks before they signed it, but they would not sign him properly because they still have Trossard there that they did not let go yet, right? So Arsenal is said to be doing this one in, one out kind of situation at the moment, replacing like for like. So Trossard was going to leave, so they're waiting on Trossard to leave to bring in Zollis, right? And as soon as Trossard leave, Zollis was announced the next day or 2 days after. So we understand that's the situation. We know for a fact that's the situation. They're waiting so they can do the damn thing. But they go ahead and they sell Norgaard. Norgaard was sold. You know what I mean? And the fact that Norgaard was sold caused me to be thinking, if Norgaard is sold, that means what? That means that Bruno have to be on his way to Arsenal. Bruno Guimaraes have to. Arsenal must have gotten a green light from Newcastle, and Bruno Guimaraes is an Arsenal player. That's the only way I would see this sale being sanctioned by Arsenal Football Club. One in, one out. Right? So people, I'm officially telling y'all, it has not been confirmed as yet. So unofficially, Bruno Guimaraes is an Arsenal player. Just because of the fact that Norgaard was sold, I know Bruno Guimaraes is an Arsenal player. So yeah, one in, one out. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, let's look at the midfield four that we have. Let's look at the midfield four that we have. So we have the likes of Martin Zubimendi, Miles Lewis-Kelly, Bruno Guimaraes, and Mr. Declan Rice. People, four midfield. That midfield four is fire. You understand what I'm saying? That midfield four is, it has a burn on the place to Wi-Fi. That's a normal midfield four. That midfield four, they're not nothing to play with. That is not nothing to play with. You understand me? So Arsenal finally seem like they got the man, you know what I mean, which is Bruno, right? We having a Brazilian link up again in the Arsenal team. Y'all remember when we used to have this French link up? It was all about France player. Now we have two kind of link up in the team. We have Brazilian and we have Spain. You know what I mean? But the Brazilian link up, we need it to happen because we need the other little Brazilian there. You know what I mean? That other Brazilian, that the bomber, I touch a year away from hands of Arsenal that Arsenal have agreed personal terms in principle. Don't forget that word, people. In principle. Personal terms in principle with Vinny Jr. You know what I mean? That word in principle is a very tricky word now. It means that the idea of it, you know what I mean? It just a lot of stuff you know what I mean? But it just don't mean that it's a legitimate situation. Say, yo, yes. You know what I mean? But in principle, that means that as I pitch the idea to them agree with the idea and them love it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So therefore, them probably say, if that not work out, yeah, we're gonna come and say, we're gonna make it up. We're gonna make it work. Right? So Arsenal, I'm agreed in principle terms with Vinny Jr. camp. Right? So Vinny Jr. is signed to Rock Nation. Right? Rock Nation belongs to Jay-Z. Right? Jay-Z is a known Arsenal fan. Jay-Z is a known Arsenal fan. So let's see if the love or the marketing with Jay-Z are for the club. You know what I mean? It can still money involved, so it's not like a favor. Crazy money involved. Crazy money involved. So it's not a favor. You know what I mean? But take the crazy money involved and the club where you're back. And make we get Vinny. You know what I mean? So we're waiting on to see what's going on with the Vinny situation. It's not cold, it's not dead, it's still very much alive and fire hot. You know what I mean? So we're gonna wait to see what is actually going on with the Vinny situation. Another transfer I see touch around today, but I don't think there's nothing to it. Miles Lewis Kelly to Manchester United. I don't think there's no fire to that at all. Because Manchester United can't get Miles Lewis Kelly out of Arsenal. I don't think nobody can really get Miles Lewis Kelly out of Arsenal right now. You know what I mean? Because as I said, the midfield four are settled. There's two ballers in every single position right there in the middle. So that's the first one that's settled and wrap up, put down over there. So. You know what I mean? Yeah, that second wrap up put down over there. So we also have the wing back, the left back position second and wrap up and put down over there. So too. You know what I mean? The right back situation is kind of up in the air because of the two injury prone players where we have. You know what I mean? The right wing, second down and wrap up and put over the tattoo. The left wing, we work on it. Right? Left wing, we work on it. I don't understand what Mikel wanted to want to do with the striker yet. Are we still going to go back in for Julian Alvarez? I don't know. I don't know if we're still going to go back in for Julian Alvarez, but we will see. Big up the chat, you know. Big up the chat. Don't think I don't see you getting busy inside here. You know what I mean? Big up the chat. Big up the chat. Yeah. I think they're talking about the number 7. I don't think that number 7 coming off Saka, bro. At the end of the day, even if Johnny come and be the man, Saka is still the star boy. You know what I mean? And you ain't going to disrespect Saka like that. You get me? So this is how I think that number going to rotate. Gabriel Jesus going to be sold, right? And with Gabriel Jesus being sold, the number 9 going to become available. You understand what I'm saying? When Gabriel Jesus gets sold and the number 9 become available, the number 9 best suit Victor Gyökeres. So the G9 going to go to Victor Gyökeres. So he's going to officially become G9 now. Remember I said G9 we did call him before? We have to call him G14? Yeah, man. So the G9, the 9mm, are going to go to Victor Gyökeres. And Victor Gyökeres is going to free up the 14. Remember now, the iconic number at Arsenal Football Club is the 14. You understand what I'm saying? The iconic number at Arsenal Football Club is the 14. So Vinny go and get D14. So it's not going to be G14 no more, it's going to be V14. It's going to be V14 now, not G14 no more. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think Vinny going to take the iconic Arsenal number, you get me? And run with that. And turn it into an icon. I'm going to stay for time, we look at the number 14, then we're going to take more Vinny instead of. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Thierry Henry. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that number 7 coming out Saka if we manage to get Vinny through the door. You know what I mean? It won't be coming out Saka. Lots of fake news. No, we ain't doing no fake news, blah. We're just doing speculations. You know what I mean? It's just speculation. It ain't real until we are a year we go or something like that. You know what I mean? Fabrizio have said shit about Vinny Jones' situation. This is the first transfer going on hot, and it didn't even come out and say, "Hey, I hear people talking about Vinny Jones." It is not so. Nothing at all. He haven't even opened his mouth about it one time. I don't know why. I don't know why. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So in some other news, right? Some other news that's been hitting the road, which is some FIFA news. So the FIFA president is trying to sell off the World Cup to private investors. The FIFA president are trying to sell out the World Cup to private investors. Greedy little piece of no what. You know what I mean? I try to sell out the World Cup to private investors. It's a money making thing. We see it starting at the World Cup we just finished when they introduced the water break, the advertisement, the halftime show. You know what I mean? The 25 minutes halftime show. So just a whole lot of something. You know what I mean? We could see from the get-go that this FIFA boss was a little bit crooked and corrupt. You know what I'm saying? We could see from the get-go that him have them traits in him and so forth. You know what I mean? But it seemed like what he'd been after really and truly is to make a bunch of money and put in their pocket. Him go ahead and he make agreements with private investors to sell off the World Cup without even a second in line knowing about it. Without even they knowing about it, he went ahead and he made those remarks. I think he also pushed it a step further. He is encouraging the nations that are coming on board. And every nation that come on board before, I think it was September was his deadline, September, something like that, they're going to get $40 million. 40 million pound or euro, whatever the money was. Well, it was 40 million, right? If they sign up before a certain time. And if they sign up after that certain time, then it's only 20 million. People are bribery that. That's bribery. You see the man crooked? Bribery. So UEFA tell him to F off and say them going to boycott the 2030 World Cup. CONCACAF tell him to F off too. They never go as far as saying they're going to boycott the World Cup still. You understand me? Say? But then tell him no. And you say Asia must join in for the no too and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But where are the values and the principle where this World Cup used to bring? You know what I mean? We used to look forward to this World Cup every 4 years and know say at the greatest football tournament on earth. You understand what I'm saying? And you just look forward to just sitting and enjoying it. And I used to look forward to the African teams because one of them always spark a surprise in the tournament, no matter what. There was no real corruption in it. Not like what we're seeing now. You know what I mean? I understand that change is inevitable. There's two things that is certain in life. Change and death. You're sure say you're going to dead. And you're sure so change is going to happen. So we do understand that change is going to happen. But a major shift like that it's an abomination. You know what I mean? It's football a one thing we don't have to change too much. You know what I mean? Football don't have to change too much. Just a little bit, just some tweak here and there. And football will be fine. You get me? If you start putting these crooked people into football, then the beautiful game is gonna be no more. So really and truly have to be careful of what we're doing with our football. And Infantino, he needs to go. Yeah, man, the crooked brother they need to leave football alone and don't come back. You get me? Yeah, that is it. What do you guys think? What are you guys' take on this damn thing? You know what I mean? What are you guys' take on it? I don't know if I can catch up back with the chat. I'm just gonna start from somewhere. Neptune in the building. Big up Neil. Big up Neptune. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, Taxi says Zidane is cancelled after the headbutt and his son disgrace is in the World Cup. I ain't gonna. That's a man. I ain't gonna lie. Zuzu can disown that boy. Zuzu can disown that boy because even as a goalkeeper, he should have been way better than that. Way better than that. I understand saying probably he's not a goalkeeper, right? If he's not a good footballer. And him probably looking to himself and say, guess what? My dad was one of the greatest that touched the football. And me not have no football skills like that, so I can't go out there and play a outfield game. So I'm going to try out for the goal. And I think him get that goalkeeping position based on the fact that him a Zidane son. I think him get that goalkeeping position based on the fact that him a Zidane son. That's it. You know what I mean? Because him not good. Him not good. I feel like sometimes when Zidane open at the box, I watch him, Zidane want to hide. Like him would out there say, yo, please don't put the camera up on me. No. Don't do it. You understand me? Yeah, I think he want to hide. Not gonna lie. Yeah. It's the people game. Can't privatize that shit. You can't privatize it. It belongs to we. You know what I mean? A freeway game, we play it on the street barefoot. You think I look at toenail me buck out? You think I look at toenails I hit out playing football without shoes? Y'all know what it is like for your toe right to the mouth right there to be burst off? You have to wear slippers go to school? You have to wear slippers go to school because you can't put your foot in no shoes. Because they go kick football and kick off your toenail. Kick off your toe mouth. Bro, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. It's our game. We bleed for this. Me personally bleed for this. Yeah, we bleed for this, man. They can't privatize shit. What? No. No. They need to chill. They need to chill, man. Infantino signed Arsene Wenger. We watch this shit. I agree with that one. I think Arsene Wenger needs to run FIFA, yeah, man. He's a gentleman. I think he's the one that needs to run FIFA. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Iniesta can be the head toe with Zidane. Rashad in the building. Rashad said, hey guys, what's up? Zolis is a player. He looks like the type of player that will win us the league on his own. Imagine him and Vinny. Well, him and Vinny play the same position, so I don't think we're really going to see them on the field at once. You know what I mean? I don't think we're really going to see them on the field at once. Arsene Wenger for FIFA president. Let's start a thing with it. You know what I mean? Wenger for president. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. We don't want everything to be unfair after making someone our president. I don't think it's going to be unfair, man. Arsene Wenger is not like that. I don't think he's not. He's not like that. Trying to bribe poor countries in some dirty shit. They should sack the ball. He should be sacked though. He need to go. He need to go. The bribery was a disgrace, man. You know what I mean? The bribery was a disgrace. He need to do better than that. You know what I mean? Football is for the people, and if you take away the people out of the football, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You understand what I'm saying? People, am I breaking up? Am I breaking up or I'm good? I think I know what the problem is. That one is breaking up. Okay, it should be all right over there. So, yeah. So that's the situation with that. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the Zalites. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the Zalites. He did make that sound today for real. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the Zalites in the back of the net. You know what I mean? Yes, I. Yes, I. Imagine Riley. That's a good one, Toxic. That's actually the song for him. That's actually the song, you know. You know Arsenal fans, you know them guard, them build a song fans fat. They're not player. They're very fast in making a song. You understand what I'm saying? So they already built Christopher's on the song. You know what I mean? That's the song right there that Toxic just put. But I guess they have to sing it. I don't know how to sing. I'm just singing it on my beat that I know that I want to use. You know? Yeah. Did you watch the preseason game, Riley? We look good. This is 2022-23 preseason form. Yeah, we look like champions, man. To be honest with you, we look like champions. I like the determination, the steady headedness. I like how the boys was playing. They were playing fantastic. You know what I mean? They were playing easy. I remember these are just some of these persons are just there to make up numbers. You know what I mean? Some of these persons are just there to make up numbers. And they played well. They were level headed. They did their thing, man. They did well. They did well. So I'm actually looking forward to the rest of the preseason now. I don't understand. Arsenal robbed me though. Arsenal robbed me because I buy my preseason pass, one of the game them, and they're telling me that we can't get the stream. You know what I mean? I bought my preseason pass for all my games. I need to know where to text Arsenal. I tried today. I'm gonna get no, you're not getting a feed. You know what I mean? But I bought my preseason pass for all my games so I can stream my games, and they're telling me that it's not available. You know what I'm saying? So I need to know what to do, or else Arsenal want my money back. No, yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. Christopher Dallas works hard. You can't go around with that. You know what I mean? He works very hard, and you can see it on the pitch. You know what I mean? And if this is just like pre-seasons and he's actually behaving like that, then can you imagine when the season actually starts and he actually have to be fighting for game time? You know, I'm looking forward to seeing him, man. I am looking forward to seeing him. Richard said, this is why Arteta is such a good manager. He does not need to play the main players to play well. The system is still operating even without our stars there. That's a fact. That's a fact. The system is always going to be the system. You know? The system is the system, no matter what. You know what I mean? The players that are not stars, they have to adapt to the system. You get me? They have to be the one to adapt to the system because they're the one that need game time. So Arteta not going to change the system for them. The system is there, so he's putting them in the system to figure out if he can use them when the time is right. You know what I mean? Alex said, "Big up Riley. I have to go. Bye. Big up yourself, Alex, man. Thank you for passing through as usual, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support, man. Season is coming up, people. So make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready for us. Alex, you ready? The season coming up, you know. The season coming up, so make sure you're ready. Yes. Toxic said, Daniel, that's what I said before earlier in last season. Everyone is there to perform. It's the culture. It is the culture. You know what I mean? The culture is to make sure that everyone adapt to what is going on. You know what I mean? And be ready. It's not just you just adapting and for adapting sake. You know, you have to be ready to represent when you're called That's the reason why everybody have to know the system. You can't be taught, you can't be getting taught the system when it's time for you to work. You know what I mean? You have to be taught already. So you just seamlessly jump into the space that's there and just perform. You know what I'm saying? Just perform. You can't just no. You get me? So yeah. The system is working. Everybody's adapting, and that is it. That is it. We appreciate the effort that these managers put in to make sure that the system works. And that's the reason why they bring some players that's on the verge of crossing over. Because that's what they do. They bring some players that are on the verge of crossing over into the system so they can take their time, learn the system. Max Dauman, for example, been learning the system for 2 years, even though he wasn't quite ready. You know what I mean? He exceeded expectation and he got some game time. You know what I mean? Look how well he is now in the system. He's very, very well in the system right now. So, you understand me? Yeah. Neptune said Bruno G, Vinny Jr., holy shit. Mad, though? It sounds good, don't it? Yeah. 2 Brazilian fitting in with Gabby. Marvelous. So, man. Yep. Yep. When are we expecting Saliba and Timber back? Saliba is about 4 months out, bro. To be honest with you. Timber is on his way to recovery. We don't have a time on him yet. But Saliba is about 4 months out. Saliba is not back anytime soon. Saliba have an extended leave. They're working on his back. Saliba is in Cameroon right now enjoying himself. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he has given ample time to recover that back injury that he has, you know? So they're not going to do any surgery, but whatever is required is going to take time. So I think that's where they're at right now, giving him time to get himself together, get himself all right. Mosquera looking like a machine. Mosquera always look like a machine though. Bro, it seems like because we win the league, this is what I think just happened to the fan base, right? We won the league, and because we won the league, we celebrate like crazy. We come back. So here we are, back, right? And we're looking at everybody buying players. We're looking at Tottenham buying players, Man U buying players, Chelsea buying players. Well, Liverpool, don't know why. Not much talk about Liverpool. But we're looking at all these teams buying players. And we're looking at ourselves and saying, why aren't we buying players? You know what I mean? And we want to retain the league. We want to this. Not remembering that we are the defending champions. You get where I'm coming from? We are the defending champions. And we need not to forget that we are the defending champions. We are the defending champions. You know what I mean? And the reason why those teams are strengthening because they need to strengthen. They need to strengthen. We are the defending champions, so they need to strengthen. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah, they need to strengthen. And that's the reason why that is going on right there. You understand what I said? Yeah, man. We are who we are. We are Arsenal Football Club. And that is what's up. We defend with team, and we're going to strengthen, and we're going to be fine. We're going to be fantastic. We are going to make it happen. Arsenal looked so very freaking good today with only one or maybe 2 signings. You know what I mean? And the 2 signings are not even short starters. You know what I mean? With a bunch of academy players. You know what I mean? Fantastically. They look fantastically well. That's what I'm saying? So, yeah. People, remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit that like button. Put a like on the channel. Yeah, man. Put a like on the channel. We're right here doing what we're doing the damn thing. You see me? Yeah, big up Nikolai in the building. What's up, guys? Playing FC 26 right now. Sorry, I was late. Welcome to the stream, late bug. Welcome to the stream, man. We're right here. Yeah, we're right here. Doing the thing. So yeah, other teams need to strengthen, as I said, because we are the champions, right? Not that we need to strengthen as well. But last year we bought some players, and we bought a squad last year. And this is what I keep on telling people. Last year we bought a squad. You know what I mean? This year we don't need a squad because we already have a squad. What we need is 2 or 3 individual brilliant players that will complement the squad. You know what I mean? We need an X factor that will complement the squad. That's what we need. And that's what we're hunting down right now. We're hunting down the completion. We're hunting down the finishing move. Y'all play Mortal Kombat? Finish him? Yeah, we're hunting down the finishing move. Get over here. You understand? That's what we're hunting right now. Yeah, the finishing move. That's it. Where's Michael? Yeah, I thought I saw Michael come in the chat earlier on. He's gone? I actually think, Riley, we will run away with the league next season and just blow. I hope so, man. I hope so. I do hope so. When the next game? Next game is on Wednesday. Our haters are already saying we will do a back-to-back. But as fans, we move slow. I don't think we move slow enough. I don't think we're moving slow. I think our expectation is way bigger than the haters' expectation because they're looking at the team right now and they're comparing it to their team. That's what this is how Arsenal is moving, people. I want you to understand. But this is how I think, right? And because this is how I think a lot of Arsenal fans think like me. I'm not comparing my team with the teams in the Premier League. I'm comparing my teams with Real Madrid and PSG. That's why we need more signings. I'm not comparing with the Premier League. I'm comparing with Real Madrid, Barcelona, and PSG and Bayern Munich. Because those are the teams that we're going to have to beat for the Champions League. So those are who, me, I am comparing this Arsenal team with them. And this Arsenal team needs more firepower to go where they are. You get me? We need more firepower. If it was just a league alone, we'll be fine. But it's not just the league alone. We need more firepower to be up there with these teams so we can get that Champions League glory. That's where my brain is at right now. That's where my competition is at. My competition doesn't sit. I'm not degrading the teams in England, but I'm just trying to show you that the other day when Diamande was being sold, there was 2 teams that was battling for that. Every other team, he told his agent, no other team. No team from England. You understand what I'm saying? So it was PSG and it was Real Madrid. Me, I want to be sitting at that table. That table where PSG and Real Madrid was sitting, battling for a player that would not take a second look at any other team, that's where I want to be sitting. I want to be sitting at that table. And currently, how we are right now, we are not able to sit there. Then tell us, get up. Yeah, they tell us to get up. I don't want to ever sit at no table no more and they tell us to get up. So we need to put what we need to put in place so we can become what we need to become. We need to be frightening. We need to be devastating. We don't need to be just okay. We don't need to settle just for the Premier League. 15 Champions League Real Madrid have, and we don't have one. That's what I'm talking about. We need them kind of behavior in our club. You get me? So yeah, we need to do what we need to do. We need to do what we need to do. So yeah. Neil says, shit, I'm still in World Cup mode. Man, I've been out of World Cup mode before World Cup even finished. I've been out of that mode before that even done, man. I'm going to go get some in out right now. World Cup mode been done, man. First three fixture, Coventry, Sunderland, and Chelsea. Yeah. Neil said 9 points. Better be. We better start this strong, bro. We better start this strong. We don't have the time to waste. We ain't have the time to waste. We're going to have some tough match coming up. You know what I mean? Michael Carrick team going to be a little tough game again. And I think the North London derby going to be a little bit more faithful this time around. I don't think he's going to be a little bit more faithful this time around, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So even though we still might get over 6 points, it just might have to work hard feet. You know what I mean? Yeah, we just might have to work hard for it. So we better start out strong. Last year we didn't. I think we lost our. Did we lose our open game? No, we won it by 1 goal. Yeah, we won it by 1 goal. And we were doing well until the 5th game when Liverpool beat us. Yeah, I don't forget. So we need to start out strong. Those 3 games that you mentioned, Coventry away, Sunderland away, and Chelsea. We played 3 away and Chelsea at home. Okay, so we played 2 away games first. Aren't we kicking off? No, man, I think we're kicking off at home. Now you're sending me into the pictures now. I think we're kicking off at home, bro. How dare them that we kick off away? You mad? Dare y'all let me kick off away? No, we're kicking off at home, bro. We're the defending champions, you know. We're the champions. We're kicking off at home, man. We're kicking off at home. Broomtown Gunner said, blessed up from UK General. Big up your damn self. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Broomtown Gunner. Yes, man. Like to see when the Arsenal them rolling. Like to see when the Arsenal them rolling, man. Thank you for joining, man. Leave a like on the stream while you're here. You know what I mean? And drop your thoughts while you're here as well. You know what I mean? It's a communicative group. You know what I mean? We like to conversate. So yeah, don't be a stranger, man. Talk to it. Leave a like on the channel while you're here as well. So yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself. I know it's late over there in the UK, but you're still here. You're up there, decide to join. Appreciate it. Daniel, I know what you're thinking about. Where Toxic going? All right, guys, I have to mow the lawn. I'll talk soon. That sounds so funny just now because I'm looking outside and it's midnight right now. They say you go mow the lawn. It's crazy, right? Yeah. It's what you see different time zone. That's what it is. That's what it is. Australia. I like to visit Australia one of these days. You know, I love the prettiness of Australia. I want to visit Australia one of these days. So look out for me. We're passing through one of these days, right, Toxic? That's all the way on the other side of the globe. Yeah, man, I'm going to Australia one of these days, man. I've always wanted to visit Australia. Yeah. 2 p.m. Sunday. Ooh. So you 12, you're 14 hours ahead of us. about 11 hours ahead of us. 12, 13 hours ahead of us, something like that. Toxic is going in and out burger, some food place. LOL, I just tell him be safe. I saw a sad video on Twitter. There was a well, trust me, that's common assault, bro. A lot of places in America is open carry. So almost everybody have a gun. You know what I mean? A lot of places is open carry. So those things are, you know, they're just there. They're just there. And then you guys watch the Spider-Man movie yet? And then you guys watch the Spider-Man movie yet? I need to go watch the Spider-Man movie, you know. I need to go watch Spider-Man. Yeah. Because I think Marvel gonna be dropping movie after movie after movie this for the until the end of the year. I think they're gonna be dropping a lot of movie until the end of the year. Because they've been holding back for a while now. They have finally found the Black Panther replacement. You know what I mean? So you know that one coming in quick order and stuff like that. I wonder what they're coming. I wonder what they're coming with Avengers, because the last time they were trying to get Captain America to bring back the Avengers. So let's see what's coming out of that and stuff like that. So yeah, there's tons of stuff coming up in Marvel universe. I'm a Marvel fan, you know, people. I'm a Marvel fan, so yeah. I watch the Odyssey. I need to go see that too. I need to go see that too. It's my kind of movie as well, so you know. You know. The movie's almost 3 hours, bro. It's almost 3 hours. It's mad. I wonder where they find so much friggin' movie to hack. Yeah, well, that's my kind of movie, so y'all know. That would be crazy. Let me run and come right back, guys. Y'all keep the chat going. Back again. I'm at just a bigger screen with actual flame use. Okay. IMAX is always expensive though. I don't think we have that IMAX over here where I'm at. But IMAX is always expensive. Because they have all the latest. I remember when I went to watch Thor in 3D. That was crazy. Yeah, I watched Thor in 3D. I think that's the last one that came out. Yeah, I went to watch it in 3D. At one point, I almost grabbed Thor. I'm like, you're coming too close to me, bro. Yeah, but I need to go watch these movies. I need to catch up on these movies. I do. So, football. We're expecting. I'm expecting to get up to a bomber tomorrow. I'm expecting to get up to a bomber tomorrow. I'm expecting to get up tomorrow and see something fantastic about Vinny. Well, no, not Vinny, about Bruno. I'm expecting to get up and hear that it is done, confirmed, and Bruno is on his way to do his medical. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting to confirm. There are already confirmed rumors that Bruno is going to do a medical on Monday. You know what I mean? That's already out there that he's expected to do a medical on Monday. You know what I mean? But I don't know how true that is. I know that they're getting close. The deal is getting close and all of that. I know all of that is happening. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the medical is concerned, I'm not sure if we actually book a medical if we reach that far in the deal yet. You know what I mean? I know Eddie Howe leaving Newcastle, that was part of the nailing of the coffin. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they're informing that, hey, Bruno might leave. You get me? Which it just makes sense for Newcastle to sell Bruno. You get me? You have a sell-on fee where you need to give. You know what I'm saying? Bruno is 28 years old, going on to 29, and you get a shitload of money for him. You know what I mean? You get a lot of money for him. So why not? Why not? Start over the project. Start over the project because the project just never seemed to get our foot. You know what I mean? The project just never seemed to move. You get me? So it just makes sense. You just do a reshuffle. Just do a reshuffle. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Just do it all over. Start from the beginning. And just make it make sense. You know what I mean? I think major news will break in Monday. I think we're getting something tomorrow, man. I don't know. I just have a feeling that we're getting something tomorrow. Yeah, I just have that feeling that we're getting something tomorrow. By the way, guys, the streams are back to regular time. Yes, the streams are back to regular time. If you all know what regular time is, the streams are back to regular time. So it's 4:30, 4 o'clock my time, which is what, 2 o'clock Toxic and some other person's time. And it's probably night, just about touching evening. It's just about 7 o'clock in the evening in UK. You know what I mean? And for persons like Krish, I think it's a night stream. Because this I think is a morning stream for Krish and stuff like that. So yeah. So we're back on regular time, especially in both streams. You know what I mean? Based on what I heard, Eddie Howe left Newcastle because the club said they were not selling Bruno, but Arsenal were in top with their owners and completely bypass the people running the club. Eddie Howe was never in control of transfers and those sort of. The persons who run the club were the persons in charge of transfers. So if Arsenal bypass those persons, that's what they needed to do. You know what I mean? Because as I said, Eddie Howe could tell you, they don't run transfers. The owner, because Eddie Howe is a coach. I don't even think Eddie Howe is a manager, he's a coach. He's a coach at Newcastle Football Club. You know what I mean? They don't make them managers because they want full control of what's happening. You know what I mean? If you look at the situation, Chelsea normally have coaches. Alonso is a manager. I mean, he has control. He has a bit of control over what happened at the football club. You know what I mean? Mikel Arteta is a coach. He's a manager. You know what I mean? He has full control. He wants the key to the city. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it wasn't a situation. He wasn't included in that. Any which way you take it. You know what I mean? But I kind of like Arsenal ambition. Arsenal are showing the ambition of true champions. You get me? And it's worth mentioning and noticing because we are going after the players that everybody thought that was impossible to get. Yeah, I'm saying, just look into it. We're going after the players that everybody thought were impossible. The untouchables. You know what I mean? That's what we're going after. Bruno G was an untouchable. And he's on the verge of becoming an Arsenal player. Vinny Jr. is an untouchable. You know what I mean? And even if we don't get him, we still go over there stirring that water. You know what I'm saying? We're still stirring that water. So we are after the untouchables. Because the untouchables are the ones that are going to make this football team complete. The untouchables are the ones that are going to bring this football to the level where they're sitting at the table where the Real Madrid and the PSG is at. The untouchables are the ones that are going to take this football club to another dimension. So we have to go after the untouchables if we want to improve. As I said, we don't need a squad. We need individual brilliant players to help make the team what it is. You get me? And the players that ask, after I've not been linked with a lot of players as people think, we've been linked with some sensational players. We've been linked with Alvarez, Vinny Jr., Bruno G, Barcola. You know what I mean? Just look at these players. Players that are going to make a big, big difference. You know what I mean? Big, big difference. Those are what's going on. Arteta is a warlord at Arsenal. LOL. Never mind the manager. Nico said, I'm in stream, by the way, just listening. All right, Nico, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, so I like the fact that our ambition has grown, you know what I mean? And we're at a level right now where we can exercise our muscles. You know what I mean? And exercise our muscles in a decent and nice and proper way too. You get me? We're not just exercising our muscle for exercising's sake. You get me? We're exercising our muscle and some people that are going to take the club in a different level, on another level. You get me? So yeah. Yeah, the ambition of the club is good. Fantastic. You know what I mean? I appreciate where we are, where we're going. I do appreciate what we've been through. You know what I mean? I appreciate what we've been through. So we can know where we are and who we are. You get me? So yeah. Yeah, that is it. But people, it was a good stream. It's been a good stream. You know what I mean? We're going to wrap it up now. I must say I'm enjoying the meltdown of rivals. They were celebrating the hijack of Rodgers 2 weeks ago. And now they're panicking. I love it too. I ain't gonna lie, Rashad. I'm loving it. Loving it. Right now, if they could give us Rodgers just so that this can move away and not be linked no more, then it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Shauna is reminding people, remember to join the membership. You know what I mean? Persons who haven't yet joined the membership and want to be a part of the Riley's World membership, remember that you can do so. All right? Yes. Have y'all seen Amazon content? Where you find that, Toxic? Oh, we have another news that we can talk about, you know. We have another news we can talk about. We can talk about the Chelsea situation. Chelsea. Chelsea is, by the way, Mikhailo Madrid is back in football. Y'all remember Mikhailo? Yeah, Mikhailo Madrid is back in football. That's the player that Arsenal was supposed to sign that Chelsea went and ramp up him in money and pay one bunch of money for him and get him. Mikhailo Madrid. You know what I mean? Only for him to be banned for doping. Right? So Mikhailo Madrid is back in football. I think his ban was lifted. And he's back. Chelsea 75 charges or 77 charges are over there. It's now over and done with. They have been fined 10 million and 2 year worth of, I forget how they call this. But anyway, it's 2 year worth of it's a 2 year transfer ban. Right? It's a 2 year transfer ban. So a lot of people is celebrating this transfer ban and saying, okay, X, Y, Z, but they're saying that Chelsea get a slap on the wrist. It's just a bail tat they got to pay $10 million. Right? The Chelsea situation is kind of weird because the owners now were the one that report the Chelsea situation. The owners now. They were doing their books, they were balancing their books, and they get to realize that there were money that, you know what I mean, over that side and so forth. You know what I mean? And those money were money that was used to top up intermediary and agents and all of that so that they could get the players like Hazard and Williams, you know what I mean? Them kind of players. That's what they use those money for, right? So Chelsea so they reported the incident to the FA and so forth. So Chelsea has been under scrutiny since then, right? It has finally finished where the Premier League has handed them a 2 year suspension transfer ban, right? However, it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not a transfer ban. It's like a warning. You get me? It's like a warning because Chelsea can still buy players and they can still sell players. However, how does that transfer ban work then? That transfer ban come into effect if Chelsea breach another rule within that 2 year time. So if they breach another one of those rules within that 2 year time, that transfer ban becomes effective. And then they won't be able to buy no players. Right? Which that's not a punishment. You know what I mean? You spend 10 mil. That's what you're gonna spend. That's what you're gonna pay as a fine. 10 mil. That makes sense for me. You know what I mean? You know how much title you prevent other teams from winning because of this dealings that you have done. You know what I mean? There was a 6-point deduction. So the first ruling was still 10 mil, a 6-point ruling, a 6-point deduction, right? And 1 year ban. I think that was the first ruling. Chelsea appeal it, right? When they appeal it, the judge said, okay, no, let me change this. So it's still a 10 mil ban, but the 6-point deduction was taken away, right? So the 6-point deduction was taken away, and instead of a 1 year ban, they improve it to 2 year ban. So it becomes now a 10 mil, no deduction, no points deduction, and a 2 year ban instead of a 1 year ban. Right? And as I mentioned to you before, how the ban work, they still can do as they feel in transfer market. They just can't cheat. If they cheat and found out, then they're gonna have to serve the ban. Right? That's all that is. They're using all the little tricks you could get away with. Hey, I think it's not only just them though. I mean, like they were let upon. You know what I mean? The FA, you know what I mean? The favors. You get me? The favors. You know what I mean? Why don't you punish them when they're supposed to be punished? They should be punished what they're supposed to be punished, man. You get me? They should be punished what they're supposed to be punished. That's just my take on it. That's my take on it. And I stand to my take. I do. Right? But Mikael Magic is back in football, and Chelsea welcoming. You know, I don't know how fit he is, you know what I mean, but they have supported him. They say they're gonna take their time, put him back into the system. You know what I mean, and of Chelsea Football Club. You get me, and all of that. So yeah, those are the situations making the rounds right now, and that's where we are. That's where we are. Football. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is what it is, right? At least now it's over to Manchester City. Let's see what they have in store for Manchester City. Let's see what going to become of that Manchester City situation, because that's a lot. Yeah, Manchester City one is a lot, so we have to see. We have to see. I don't understand why we can't get a year into that already, though. That should have been called up and settled as well. You know what I mean? What's going on? They don't have to wait no more for they don't have to wait no more for Pep is gone. So do the damn thing, man. Do the thing. Yeah, do the thing. But people, we back to our original streams tomorrow, as I mentioned before. Original time. All right. So make sure you guys tune in, make sure you have notification on so we can roll out. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much. Welbeck is going to play Champions League football. No, Chelsea don't have Champions League football. Chelsea is not in Europe. Sorry. Yeah, they're not in Europe. All right, so we're going to run. We're going to run. Thank you guys for being here, man. Appreciate the love and the support. Appreciate you guys staying out. Stay with me in the stream. Appreciate the conversations. You know what I mean? We do this again tomorrow. Yeah, well, we do this again tomorrow. So until then, big up on the damn self, you know? Big up on the damn self. Big up everyone, big up guys, love the channel. See you later. Welbeck will play Conference League, not UEFA Champions League. I don't even think, is Chelsea even in the Conference League for it? Well, yeah, Welbeck won't play the Champions League. Chelsea not in the Champions League, so there's nothing to worry about with that. Nothing to worry about with that. But peace out, people. See you guys in the AM or the PM tomorrow. Big up on the damn self.